Hey guys, this is Miss Sam from the Asheboro Public Library Children's Room, and this is our third week of Imagine Your Storytime. Today we have a Myths and Legends story time that I hope you'll enjoy. But first I wanted to go over some of the things that we have going on this week. This week's performer is the NC Zoo. They're bringing us an animal mythbuster show that will help us bust some common myths about animals. It's great. You'll see it pinned up on our Facebook as one of our top posts. And also we have it on randolphlibrary.org/summer, and I'll make sure to include that link in the description of this program. So we have a craft bag. You'll see listed at the top which animal is in the craft bag. So here we have an owl mask. You'll see what's inside. We've got instructions for how to create your owl mask. We've also got all the pieces to create the owl mask. And you see it right here. See all the little feathers? We've also got a reading log, a fresh reading log for you to report your minutes this week. Don't forget to report your minutes and see which knights are coming in first, second, and third place for our summer joust. We'll be posting those updates weekly. Make sure to pick up those craft bags anytime between 9 and 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, right outside of the library entrance. All right, so we're gonna get ready for our legend and myths story time. But first, we're gonna talk a little bit about what is a myth and what is a legend. So both of these things are very similar. They're very close. A myth is a very, very old, ancient story. A myth is a story that often explains how the world was created. It also explains why things are the way they are. Today, mythic stories and mythology reminds us of stories about gods and heroes and events that happened a long, long time ago with people a long, long time ago. And we generally don't believe that myths are real. We also have legends. Legends are old, famous stories that are widely believed to be true but can't proven to be true. So that's how mythology and legends interact together. So we'll get started by reading some of our legends today and some of our myths today. We're going to sing a song called Are You Listening? So we're going to ask our friends around the room if they're listening. We're going to put our hands behind our ears and we're going to ask, are you listening? Are you listening? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Now it's time for story time. Now it's time for story time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good job. And now we're ready for our very first myth. This is the book King Arthur's Very Great Grandson. King Arthur, he sounds very familiar. He is a knight of the Round Table. He is one of our most famous legends. This book is by Kenneth Craigle, and this is read with permission by Candlewick Press. Thank you very much, Candlewick Press. King Arthur's Very Great Grandson. Henry Alfred Grumerson was the great grandson of King Arthur, the noblest knight ever to wield a sword. That's it right there. On the day Henry turned 6 years old, he woke up early, ate a very large breakfast, mounted his trusted donkey Knuckles, and went out in search of adventure. He had heard of a fire-breathing dragon lurking far out in the hills, so into the hills he went to chase that fire-breathing dragon. He's very brave. When he found the terrible dragon, Henry announced himself loudly. Behold, vile worm, I, Henry Alfred Grumerson, a knight of King Arthur's blood, do hereby challenge you to fight to the uttermost. The dragon drew in a long, slow breath Uh-oh. But all he blew was smoke rings. "Can you top that, young knight?" "Smoke rings?" Henry exclaimed. "I have no time for smoke rings. I want to fight. Strength against strength, might against might." "I see. Well, if rough adventure is what you seek, maybe you should try the Cyclops up in the mountains." So, straight away, Henry and Knuckles sped into the high mountains, eager to do battle with the one-eyed giant. Off they went to go find the Cyclops. Near the day's end, Henry found himself face to face with the dreaded Cyclops. "Giant, I am here to do battle with you. Prepare yourself and let us begin." The Cyclops stared at Henry, and Henry stared back. They stared and stared until Henry could stare no longer. There's the Cyclops right there. There's little Henry. Ooh, he's big. "Enough, Lone Eye," Henry shouted. "You have had time aplenty. Let the battle commence." "But the battle has already begun," the Cyclops explained. "Whoever blinks first is the loser. I thought you understood." "No, no," cried Henry. "I am not interested in a staring contest. I want a struggle of arms, a test of might and courage." The Cyclops considered. "If it is physical peril you desire, you should visit the Griffin down in the valley." There's the Cyclops in a staring match. Once again, Henry and Knuckles were off. They galloped through the night, eager to do battle with the ferocious Griffin. Ooh, spooky. High in the branches of a massive chestnut tree, Henry found the grim Griffin. He held out his sword and cried, "Aha, strange bird! I am come, and at last I have found a worthy opponent. Now unsheathe your claws and let us have ado." And to Henry's delight, the formidable beast agreed. Looks kind of like a bird, doesn't it? And pulled out a chessboard. "I prefer black. Is that okay?" the Griffin asked. No, it's not okay," shouted Henry. "I want sword play, a struggle, a battle to the uttermost. And if you will not have ado with me, tell me who will." "Well, if it is danger you seek," advised the Griffin, "then go down to the sea and you will find the Leviathan. Of all the living beasts, he is the most to be feared." So what did Henry do? Henry leaped atop Knuckles and rode furiously to the sea, determined to have a battle, come what may. There in the roiling waters, Henry caught a glimpse of a truly enormous beast just below the surface. He cleared his throat, gathered together his 6 years of manhood, and shouted, "Ready yourself, monster, and I shall have ado with you, for I am Henry Alfred Grummerson, the great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson of Arthur, King of Britain." There he is. He's so brave. Look at him go. Greetings! I say greetings to the highly esteemed great. Hey, wait, where are you going? I thought we were going to play a game. Hello? And what's Henry doing? He's swimming away as fast as he can. That Leviathan must have spooked him. Even though he hadn't subdued the Leviathan, Henry was not dismayed. After all, he had traveled great distances and come face to face with 4 terrible monsters. To his knowledge, not even the great King Arthur had accomplished as much in his first 2 days as a 6-year-old. But Henry had also found something he hadn't known he had been looking for. What did he find that he didn't know he was looking for? Friendship. And he liked it very much. So now he's friends with all these monsters he was trying to attack, isn't he? The Leviathan, the dragon, the Cyclops, and the Griffin. And what are they doing? Playing chess together. That's a lot nicer than fighting, I think. And here's lots of little Henrys. The end. So that book talked about the legend of King Arthur's great-great-great-great-great-grandson from a long time ago. But it also talked about a couple of mythological creatures. Mythological creatures are creatures that don't really exist, and sometimes they're a mishmash of different animals that we know that do exist. Like the griffin is half eagle, it's got eagle wings, and it's got an eagle front face with a beak, but it's got a lion body, so lion arms and lion legs. The Leviathan is a big sea mythological creature. The Cyclops is a giant with one very, very big eye. And a dragon, those are pretty familiar. You know what dragons are. And we make sure that we don't feed them spicy food, right? So next we have 5 brave knights who are here to save the day. Let's count them out together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 brave knights are here to save the day. A dragon comes along and carries one away. Carried one away, and now we have how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 knights left. 4 brave knights here to save the day. Along comes do you remember the second creature that Henry confronted? There was the dragon, and then there was he's got one big eye, a Cyclops. A Cyclops comes along and carries him away. Now, how many knights do we have left? 1, 2, 3. Very good. 3 brave knights are here to save the day. Along comes what's the next mythological creature that Henry approaches? There's the dragon, the Cyclops, and what's the third one? A griffin. A griffin comes along and swoops him away. We've only got 2 knights left. 1, 2. 2 brave knights are here to save the day. Along comes, what was the last mythological creature in the last book? It was in the ocean. It was very, very big. A leviathan. A leviathan. A leviathan comes along and steals him away. How many knights do we have left? Just the one brave knight. 1 brave knight is here to save the day. Along comes a librarian and steals him away. And now we have no more knights. No brave knights here to save the day. They're inside the castle where they will stay. Now let's count our knights down from 5. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. So in this next legend, we're going to see animals that are very much real. These are not mythological creatures. This is a story about a wolf, a duck, and a mouse. And you've probably seen a mouse, a duck, and a wolf before. But the difference about this legend is that these animals do things that a real wolf and a real duck and a real mouse definitely wouldn't do. So let's see what that might be. The Wolf, the Duck, and the Moose, written by Mac Barnett and illustrated by John Klassen. There's your wolf, your duck, and your mouse. And this is read with permission by Candlewick Press as well. The Wolf, the Duck, and the Mouse. Early one morning, a mouse met a wolf. There's the mouse, and there's the wolf, and they're looking at each other. And the mouse is quickly gobbled up. And off the went. "Oh, woe," said the mouse. "Oh, me. Here I am, caught in the belly of a beast. I fear this is the end." "Be quiet," someone shouted. "I'm trying to sleep." The mouse shrieked, "Who's there?" And where's the mouse? Is he inside the wolf? A light was lit. A duck lay in bed. "Well," said the duck. "Oh," said the mouse. "Is that all?" asked the duck. "It's the middle of the night." There's the duck. The mouse looked around. "Well, out there it's morning." "It is," said the duck. "It's so hard to tell. I do wish this belly had a window or two. In any case, breakfast." The meal was delicious. "Where'd you get jam?" the mouse asked. "And a tablecloth." The duck munched a crust. "You'd be surprised what you find inside of a wolf." "It's nice," said the mouse. "It's home," said the duck. "You live here?" "I live well. I may have been swallowed, but I have no intention of being eaten." For lunch, they made soup. The mouse cleared his throat. "Do you miss the outside?" "I do not," said the duck. "When I was outside, I was afraid every day that wolves would swallow me up. In here, there's no worry." Why is that? The duck had a point. "Can I stay?" asked the mouse. "Of course," the duck said. This called for a dance. Woohoo! There's a lot of stuff inside that wolf's belly. The ruckus inside made the wolf's stomach ache. "Oh, whoa," said the wolf. "Oh, shame. Never have I felt such aching and pain. Surely it must have been something I ate." The duck shouted up, "I have a cure." "You do?" asked the wolf. "Yes, an old remedy sure to settle your tummy. Eat a hunk of good cheese, and a flagon of wine, and some beeswax candles." That night, they feasted. The duck made a toast to the health of the wolf. They tricked that poor wolf into eating cheese and wine and candles. But the wolf felt worse, just like you would if you ate a candle. I feel like I'll burst. It hurts just to move. A hunter heard the wolf moan. He fired a shot, but missed in the dark. He's spooked. The duck called up, "Run, run, run for your lives!" The wolf tried to escape, but he tripped and got trapped in an old oak tree's roots. He got trapped. "Oh, woe," said the duck. "Oh, doom. What can we do? I fear this is the end." The mouse stood up. "We must fight. We must try. Tonight, we ride to defend our home." What's their home? The wolf's tummy? Charge! Look at that brave mouse and the brave duck. They leap right out of the wolf's mouth. That would be so scary to see. "Oh, whoa," said the hunter. "Oh, death! These woods are full of evil and wraiths." He fled from the forest and never returned. The wolf bowed down to the duck and the mouse. "You saved my life when I thought not to spare yours. Ask a favor of me. I will be glad to grant it." Well, you can guess what they asked for. What do you think they asked for? Are they back in the wolf's belly? And that's why the wolf howls at the moon. "Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa!" Every night he howls at the moon. "Oh, whoa!" He has that tummy ache because of his friend mouse and duck living inside his belly. "Ow, whoa!" So the last thing I wanted to show you is just a little bit more about your animal craft bags. So we saw a wolf and we saw a duck and we saw a mouse. But what we have here for these real animals are animals that you'd find at the NC Zoo. We've got owls and lions and polar bears. And the crafts, all you'll need to do, everything is already hole punched for you. You'll just be gluing eyes or beaks or noses and ears. Sometimes if you have an owl, you're gonna have feathers, because owls have feathers, right? And then you can also color your masks. And there's also string inside for you to complete them and then wear them on your face like this. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Thank you so much for joining me for another Imagine Your Story Time, this week's Myths and Legends. Be sure that you're reporting your minutes to your favorite knight. We've got the red knight, the yellow knight, and the green knight. Right now the red knight is ahead, the green knight is close behind, and the yellow knight is coming in last. But every week it's different because we're getting lots of minutes coming in. So keep your eyes peeled and make sure that you're reporting your minutes to the summer joust to see that your knight wins. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great week.